differentiation of logarithm. This is actually, usually it's easy. It can be a little bit difficult when the rule is combined with other rules, but in principle it's not really complicated. But of course, you should keep in mind how it works, so that also in exam you're well prepared and you did it 100 times before, so it's no surprise. This is a trick how to deal with those things. So this is how it works. You have a function called f, like you see here. You have a logarithm, and you have something in the argument of the logarithm here, which depends on x. And the way how to differentiate is you will get a fraction where you divide the first derivation of what's in the argument of the logarithm, and you divide it by the argument itself. So it's not too difficult. I mean, look at it, 2 lines. Maybe learn it by heart in less than 1 minute, and then you got it. But of course you need to practice it so that you won't forget it, that you can calculate it very quickly, and then you won't make any mistake. It's not too complicated, so I think maybe you learn it by heart, and then you can just solve it, no problem. How to do differentiation when you have a logarithm. This is actually very easy compared to the chain rule or also the product rule or power rule. Very easy. So what you do is, if you have a logarithm like this, and you have a function which depends on x in the argument of the logarithm, then the way you differentiate is you take the derivation of the argument in the numerator and the inner part, the argument, in the denominator. So as I just said, we take the first derivation of the argument of the logarithm in the numerator, and we take the argument itself in the denominator. So it looks like this, and this is basically it. It's not very difficult. So let's just calculate some examples. So this is maybe not the best example, but you'll see it's also of course quite easy. So we differentiate 5. 5 differentiated is 0. 0 divided by 5 is 0. Another example which makes maybe a little bit more sense, we have a logarithm of 2x plus 3. So now it gets a little bit more complicated, but still I think logarithm is quite easy to differentiate. And the inner, let's say the argument, when we differentiate the argument of the logarithm, then we receive 2, and the argument itself 2x plus 3. So you see, it's quite easy, differentiation of logarithm. This is how it works. Thanks for watching. Practice makes perfect. Further exercises with solutions you can find on my website, which is www.worksheets.com.